In the shivering cradle of the north, beneath pale stars and frost-laced skies, a child shall draw her first breath. Upon her breast the mark shall burn deep, black, and ancient, the stain of the abyss. She is no ordinary babe, but born of dark blood, her veins thrumming with infernal sorcery, her soul tethered to realms where mortals dare not gaze. She will walk as a girl among men, yet the shadow will know her as kin. Her laughter will echo like a charm sweet and beguiling, but behind her eyes smolder a fire not lit by this world. As she grows, so too shall her power, until the veil between planes wears thin, and the beast of her blood press against the door. Should she come of age unchecked, she will call to her kin not in prayer, but in triumph. And they will answer, oh yes, they will come, on wings of flame and ruin, to walk once more in the daylight. Woe then to the realm of men, for suffering shall not descend like rain, but rise like flood, drowning all. Thus is it woven, thus shall it be, unless a blade finds her heart before the hourglass runs dry.
Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna make sure my mic's working this time. It is. Okay, it's working. We're here. Welcome. Welcome to another edition. Well, I've got the wrong map up and everything. Look at this.
Wait, is that a spoiler?
Could be.
That's a spoiler.
All of us.
That's a spoiler.
It could
All
be.
of us are professionals.
We were a little distracted prior to this.
Oh my
geeking out
gosh.
on
Oh
G.I.
yeah, no. There was some massive amounts of GI Joe lore dumping and things along those lines. Dro, you would have greatly appreciated the conversation.
with all like fresh, crisp Joes lined up one side and the other. You know, just
I learned more
Check
about
the-
Kurt in 5 minutes. and it's all good. It's all good.
He is a.
I have
he
two
is a
very
walking,
unique
talking.
special. I have two very unique special interests. One is GI Joe, and the other is the Alien franchise. So I mean, you pick either one of those, and I am locked.
I gotta
in.
play Alien. I gotta play with Alien. I run Alien, but I've never gotten to play Alien, so I need to play in an Alien game with you at some point.
Oh sure.
play with
You may not
TV.
survive.
But I don't
Yeah.
care if I survive. That's not what Alien's about.
I lived. You just stop. You leave before the last session. You're like, I got the flu.
Oh, sorry, can't make it.
You didn't actually live. The ship you were in was like right as you were going to take off was literally shot down.
Dro, you did miss G.I. Joe lore. There was a lot. It was magical. And it all started because the trailer for He-Man came out. That's sort of, I think, what got us on the path. We just started.
I love Buzz Off.
He-Man to GI Joe's a short jump.
It is. It's all the same good nostalgia. It's a good bowl of nostalgia. Tim, why don't you tell us about 988?
Yes, sir. 988 is our mental health and suicide awareness charity that we run. This is our third year running. We didn't track how much we collected the first year. Last year was around 1,500 squanch, and this year we broke 50. Mental health 988 is a call or text anonymous or use your name to receive specialized care for when you're having one of those dark days. You might want to hurt yourself or others or something like that, and you need someone to get you some specialized support. There's specialized care for everything that you can go through, whatever type of, if you classify yourself as something, they can find the right person to speak to you. It's available in Canada as well. If you don't have the squanch to donate, don't. And provide 30 minutes of your day this week while you're stuck on 595.10 or one of those river Styxes that are across the US or whatever, and reach out and ask someone how they're doing and just let them download their horrible day for you. And that empathetic technique will save a life. So back to you, Jeremy.
Chat said you were kind of soft, so I have turned you up, and hopefully that makes a difference.
Am I soft still?
No, you're one of the hardest motherfuckers I know.
Dude, so damn hard.
It's
Let me see.
it's no coincidence you're wearing a blue tabard.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, let me know. This has been something that's input volume.
No,
That's better.
He says that's better. That's
Okay.
better. Good. Okay, so do you want me to recap quickly? Last time on Castles and Crusades, we met Gallo, the dwarven rogue of the Thieves Guild known as the 13 Locks, in the capital city of Kingsgate, and Gallo is what they would call he had no locks completed of his 13 locks, but he was part of a smuggling operation to get someone or something into the city, and succeeded in doing so and earned his first lock, which I really enjoyed, because we haven't had just a full-blown thief or rogue in the party. Oh, hey, Darkside. Darkside's a friend of mine, by the way. Thanks. I told him to come check you out, Tim, so here he is. So that's nice. That's nice. Then our knight, Vagard, and Silas, our wizard, had a reunion that was... Silas has kind of let himself go a little bit in the mind region, and Vagard has just returned to the capital with the king's sister, who he has a little crush on, and she has a crush on him too. It's mutual. And they met up, and Silas, in a quest to sort of find this... Silas has found some lore, and he's trying to find a knight. And he thinks the knight fell off a boat. I get my notes here, because I'm starting to go a little off here. Oh, and of course, your GM is so prepared that I have no idea where I put them. Is this them? This is them. Edgard Tegrum, or Tegrum. Edgard Tegrum. And Sir Tegrum was supposedly there for a fight against a demigoddess by the name of the Black Goat. And on his return home, he kind of went a little mad and fell off the boat. Purposely fell off the boat. And then Silas learned that Sir Tegrum is maybe buried beneath the bastion, which is the castle here in Kingsgate. So the party found the door to the ancient necropolis that lies below the bastion. However, there's a big lock and no one has the key. So they have hired, befriended, made an alliance with Gallo to come and pick the lock for them. And Gallo has agreed to do it, but the Thieves Guild would like Gallo... The first king of Kingsgate is buried in this necropolis, and the Thieves Guild, the 13 Locks, would very much like to get some of that ancient jewelry that was likely buried with him. So, where do you guys think you would meet?
I mean,
Gallo can't just walk into the bastion.
I thought we were walking straight back with him.
yeah, like I thought.
Oh.
I was under the impression that like basically they could kind of get me in because they have favor with the.
They can totally do that.
staff.
I don't think you could. I don't think you could walk back in and immediately do it, because I think we had been like, you guys would be at the end of your day there. You'd be tired.
Oh, okay. I mean, definitely sleep on it then if that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you meeting outside the gates somewhere and then walking Gallo in?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best thing to do, yeah.
Okay. So maybe just it's literally like, hey, we'll meet you at the corner of, Wagon Wheel and Horse Trough, and we'll bring you in. When all of you wake in the city, though, there is a bit of a commotion. And through your contacts with the guild, maybe through the word of the illuminated quill at the library, and maybe even through the Kingsguard at the Bastion, you all hear that there has been some sort of calamity on the street of 100 Gods. And the Street of 100 Gods is a street within the city of Kingsgate where temples, chapels, and shrines to all manner of deity are allowed to exist. Even some deities that you'd maybe be like, why do we need a shrine to the god of murder in the city? But you can probably find something like that on the Street of 100 Gods. Okay. However,
this was also the same street where the Pale Blade was they were doing their raids on.
They were
searching
there. And I don't know. This was mentioned, I think, when we were in the first campaign, the first part of the chapter of the campaign. But a number of chapels and churches have just up and disappeared. Like, not the buildings themselves, but the worshippers, the monks, and the clerics, and the priests, and the shaman that were tending to these. They just left the city. No one can find any word of where they went or why. So the Street of 100 Gods is maybe like the Street of 40 Gods now. But it's still called the Street of 100 Gods. But there are many empty chapels and shrines along that street. So when all of you are moving through the city this morning, you are hearing that some sort of calamity happened on the Street of 100 Gods last night. People are speaking of death, murder, bodies eviscerated and burned. And all of you feel like they're not talking like, hey, 3 people died over on the Street of 100 Gods. Like, you're hearing dozens of people died on that street last night. So as you move through Kingsgate towards your meeting with one another, this is news in the city, and a good number of the city watch have been dispatched to the Street of 100 Gods.
I think Gallows probably is pretty adept at kind of identifying his own, right? Those who perhaps maybe walk a little bit on the shadier side.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he would try and look around for some familiar iconography, we'll say. And should he find someone, he would engage in the cant to try and see if he can ascertain a little bit of what happened. Because if anybody's going to know, those who kind of are second story men are definitely going to know.
Yeah. I'm not even going to ask for a roll. It's not long before you locate someone and the two of you exchange a bit of information and a nod, and you get a little bit more detail in that there was some sort of confrontation there between knights and an unknown contingent.
Does he get the impression that this unknown contingent was men-at-arms, though?
No, because with the amount of fire, they think it was some kind of a spellcaster.
It was an individual? Or was it a group of people?
They think it was an individual. That's the word on the street.
Okay.
Singular individual caused the devastation.
This is only what Gallo is getting from it. But yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Word on the street is that a single individual squared off with a group of knights, and from the sounds of it was the victor.
The knights were the victor, or
No.
the caster was the victor?
Caster was.
Caster.
Oh, okay.
And Silas and I, posted up outside, at the piazza next to the fountain, just kind of chilling there.
Yeah.
Because Silas, I would say, if I'm hearing this stuff, I'm like looking at you like, we might be Frago here, like we might be moving somewhere else. Like, so I'd just be like,
I think
what's your take? What's your take on this?
I know Gallo's picking this up. TK, are we able to pick up anything else ourselves? Myself and Vegard?
You got the word as you guys stand around the fountain and waiting for Gallo to arrive. Like, people are talking about that, like that like a large number of men-at-arms, soldiers, some say knights, were burnt to death in the Street of 100 Gods, and that they're surprised it didn't burn down a whole section of the city to burn that many people.
Yeah. So what I think, just like what Gallo was saying, as one of the King's Guards, right? As I come out, I'm assuming someone could report to me some sort of intelligence. Like, do we have accountability on all of our knights? Was it ours? Because it sounds like Inquisitors. To me personally, it sounds like a bunch of Inquisitors. So like the first thing that I would ask is like, do we know who those knights were? If I get a, I don't know, then I'm gonna look at Silas like, this is the first, despite the vault.
The king,
you know what I mean?
So the
like,
Kingsguard have no information on the attack. They've heard that something went down there, but the sort of the city guard is looking after it. The Kingsguard's priority are the Bastion and the king himself. And if some sort of religious dispute happened on the Street of 100 Gods, it's really not the Kingsguard's duty to check it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, there is lots of curiosity as to what went on down there.
Yeah. A good defense is a good offense, is how I look at Silas. Like, what is that?
So let's assume Gallo arrives at the fountain.
Yeah, I would once I have this information, I would definitely kind of come back as quickly as I could. But obviously playing it very cool because he doesn't want to seem over eager and that they very much need him, not the other way around, because, Gallows does have a reputation that he is slowly trying to build as this, very suave, very cool, because he's a rogue. I mean, that's what we do, right? The reputation is everything. I mean, next to bards, everything is with the name. Anyway,
certainly.
So I think he would come up and he'd recount what he had learned, right? He would not give away sources, but he would say that he would definitely use the whole word on the street is the following and kind of recount that information and be like, I don't know what kind of a spellcaster could take on a whole unit of knights like that.
And whereas Vegard and Silas, you've heard like men-at-arms or maybe Night Watch or something. Gallo is very clear. His sources are saying they were knights.
I'm always just staring when these things happen. I'm just staring at Silas. Like, he knows what I want to do. I'm waiting for him to tell me what I should do. Like in these, so I just, all six.
Back at him. Silas doesn't get bothered by a lot, especially when it comes to more like moral. But I think hearing the fact it was a spellcaster, understanding his role within the society that views magic as more of a source of, for lack of a better word, evil, right? I think he gets very cautious here. I think more than likely he probably looks over at Vegard and, do you have anyone within the castle walls that you can trust?
And Gallows right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
know him well enough. I'd be like,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just-
Silas is just talking frank. Yeah.
Loads of people I trust inside the castle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. To go sort it out, I could go talk to the guard captain and then wait. But how
If
far away is?
anything, I would say, if anything, Vegard, go use what pull you have and see what information you can glean, because more than likely this is something tells me the Pale Blade is involved in this somehow.
I just want to know if it was the Pale Blade. As I like lean in, like I just, because just kind of look at Gallo. He's not ready to completely open up. You know what I mean on this, but yeah, I think maybe either patience or we go look ourselves.
You don't. Neither one of you supposes that this is in any way, shape, or form tied to what you need me to do.
I wouldn't
I
say
think this is
exactly, but more
this.
than
This
likely
couldn't
some sort of
possibly be
connection.
like just. I mean, I'm erring on the idea of I would hope that it's like a freak coincidence, because I'm sorry, but hearing spellcasters are quite powerful individuals, but let alone taking on a whole unit of knights by themselves, it causes one to have certain cautions. And well, no offense, but there's one knight, and I don't think that we'd really stack up against something along those lines. But if you can assure me that there's no real connection between the two course of events, then I'm more than happy to continue on. Yes.
Not that we know of.
I'll take
Not
your
that we
word.
know of, correct.
Okay.
The threat within the castle is greater than the threat on the outside. I'll look at Silas.
Like, he just kind of does the whole, like, muttering to himself. What if the outside threat is trying to get to the inside threat? Is anybody thinking of this? No.
Well, you're the only one that can get us in. Maybe we'll lock the door when we go in. And I'll look at Silas.
Yes, trap us in a crypt, in a vault. Great idea,
Sounds
Vegard.
fantastic. As a matter of fact, I'm not level enough for Turn Undead, but soon enough I'll be a big boy.
How about this? Go use whatever pull you have, see what information you can glean. Then myself and Gallo will stay here and keep an eye out on the streets. I will make sure to stay to the back. So
I would say this, that if you're going to go and try to pull strings with the city guard.
No, with Captain, who I don't trust. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's nobody in there. The captain of the guard.
Lord Norrin is the captain. He is the Lord of the King's Guard, though. He's not the city guard.
But he would have, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
he would be a horrible captain of the King's Guard if he didn't have a relationship with the town watch.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, I think I would trust him to have essay on at least, some wave tops of what's going on.
Okay.
But Silas knows that I don't think I'm getting a straight answer from that guy.
That's the case.
Get on to.
what if we have to go to the castle anyways, correct?
Correct.
Maybe we can see what Her Majesty would know then. At some point, she's the... Oh, yes, Gallo, yes. We've already talked about this from before, but yes, again, the Queen is, how you say, one quill away? I don't know.
You are the Queen's locksmith. And I
Yes,
turn and I
that's what
walk
we're calling
in,
you.
and I just
That's
and
exactly what we're calling you.
I just start walking in.
Okay.
Never locked a queen before.
So
It's
you,
not a lie. I'm not lying.
So you head into the bastion then. And is the plan to take Jacques with you into the necropolis or no?
Yes. If I'm doing something, he's coming with to learn. Up to Silas, like, he's a man.
He's a man. Barely reaches my ankle, but fine, he's a man.
It's
Bring the
medieval
boy.
times. If he can reach your ankles, he's a man.
I don't know what these medieval
Tell me
times are, but I don't like them either way. Thank God.
Okay, so you enter the bastion. Gallo, you are not questioned or anything as you move with Vhagar leading these two, and it's not long before a young boy in his early teens is beside you and introduces himself as Jacques, and he's sort of, he's taller than you, and he's like, he seems very shocked that you've been brought in. He's like, can we trust this dwarf? Can we?
As soon as he says that, in 30 minutes, I need you to get us some bandages. What do you need? You know what I mean? I'll just point at Silas. Do you need anything before we?
Yes, I will bust out a list that almost like I had prepped, and even all these items.
And the Queen's
And they're just like
locksmith.
just random components. For me, they're spell components, but for him, he doesn't know any better. It says like one toe of a dead pig, or just something along that lines.
Yeah, I think when he looks at the list, he's like, in a half hour.
You know people. Doc, you're squire to Vhagar. Come on, use your pull.
Gallo, do you need anything to in the service of the Queen as a locksmith? And I'm just looking like the free store. You know what the free store is? You know what all the pencils are in the office? What do you want? So many pencils in there.
I think that he kind of like doesn't know what to do with that information initially, right? So he's just kind of like,
Ropes, picks, hammers, Vaseline.
oh, Vaseline could be useful. For...
Jacques like, come on.
Well, no. It's actually because
Anyone teach you manners?
he goes into this long ornate thing about how utilizing Vaseline over like lock ports and stuff like that makes it to where it deadens the sound of like when you're actually in there tinkering, and because it's a petroleum based product, it has a lot of longevity for much use and can take the friction necessary sometimes.
Okay. I'll get it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And Jacques hurries off.
And a churro.
Yes, he
Those are delicious.
he disappears into and it's not long before. Are you going to head for the door then? Is that where the plan to?
For the Queen. We were gonna.
Okay.
We want to ask the Queen. Yes.
I'm going to say that the Queen has arranged to discreetly meet you somewhere in the bastion, and you find her with two clerics that form up on her, kind of like bodyguards, and they are speakers of stone. They are clerics of the Nameless Hero.
Oh, I like these guys.
And both of them are completely shaved. They have no body hair at all, not even eyebrows. They're shorn.
Christina, you're coming to my house. You get my name.
My name. Christina. I'm sorry.
I think Gallo's looking at these guys just like without a filter, just kind of. Aren't you guys cold?
They don't even reply to you. They're just
like he just blurts it out like a.
Their zeal for God and country keeps them warm. Your Majesty, thank you for entertaining us.
This is
Your
our
Majesty, a pleasure.
locksmith.
Your locksmith, Your Majesty, your locksmith.
Oh, of
That is
course.
correct. I'm here
Locksmith.
to open your lock, Your Majesty.
This is Gallo. This is Galno. This is Gallo.
She motions for you to follow.
All of it is in character.
She motions
Gal,
for you to
no.
follow, and she says, "And is our squire meeting us at the door then?"
Yes, Your Majesty.
She then leads you through secret passages of the bastion, which Silas and Vagard, you've already been through. And Gallo, you've heard that the bastion is full of this sort of network of hidden passages where the queen can move about, or the king can move about without being bothered by servants, but also so guards can move about the castle. You don't know how many of the 13 locks have actually gotten to see these tunnels.
Going to say, Gallows is very much committing to memory any sort of icon, odd depression, anything along those lines that might access these hidden doorways that get us into these hidden halls.
Absolutely. You totally take note. You probably see a few of them get triggered, and it's not long before you are in sort of the basement of the basement beneath the bastion, standing before a very large, sort of ominous looking door. It's got skull iconography around its edges, and it's a vault-like door made of stone, and there is a keyhole, but you can already tell there's been no key in that hole for a very long time. No one has opened this door in a very, very long time. And just to put you on sort of a history, just a quick history note. So before Kingsgate was Kingsgate, it was a city called Northgate. And before that, there was some sort of a barbarian king's encampment here. And then as settlers from the southern kingdoms came here, Northgate was built upon sort of the ruins of this barbarian settlement. And then eventually it would, build and build and build. The Orc Wars came and kind of, they sacked Northgate. And then eventually what would become the Kingdom of Crolion fought back and took Northgate back and built what they then called, they united under one king, and it became known as Kingsgate. So, when you get down into here, the door that you're about to perhaps open is going to take you into a necropolis that comes from the very first age of the city when it was just known as Northgate. And the first king who retook the city from the orcs is buried here, King Takar. And that would be the current king's grandfather. You don't think this door has probably been opened in a few generations. Because when King Takar II comes about, there's some changes in religions, there's some changes in beliefs, and the people of Kingsgate start to push people out into the channel to when they're rather than burying. And then we have the lilies along the edge of the channel that protect the underworld from the living and things like that. All of this mythology comes into place shortly after Takar II takes over here.
Before we proceed, Your Majesty, I'm sure you're tracking what has occurred last night in 100 gods.
I've heard rumors.
It
No rumor.
appears- Locksmith.
It's a rumor.
There's no rumor.
She says, the reports that have come to the Bastion, to the king, is that a group of Pale Blades were decimated on the street. The rumor
Was it by a spellcaster?
her eyes linger on you for a little bit as you say that.
He doesn't hesitate. He looks at her from underneath his cloak. He's cloaked up.
She says, there was a great deal of fire, and that is what they're suspecting.
So an assumption or fact?
If the numbers that I've been quoted are correct, close to 200 of people died in fire on that street. 3 dozen. Now, not to make any presumptions, but Silas, if it were a spellcaster, we have not seen a spellcaster of that power in a great deal of time anywhere within the kingdom.
Then I think you might know my next question. Was it the prophecy? If that is the case, well, what say your gut, your majesty?
Her two, you notice that there's a great deal of, her two speakers of stone have become very tense at all of this. They don't say anything because they don't really speak, except in whispers. But she says there are some that have proposed that is. But that would mean that the girl is no longer a girl, as it is unlikely that any child could hold that kind of power. Would you not agree?
Well, 3 scores, yes. It's no secret that I'm possessed of unique magical traits, but for someone to kill 3 scores of battalions, especially of the Pale Blade, then yes, the power is exceptional.
The local
Gallo, I can use magic. Sorry.
The local inquisitor
As a heads up.
was among the number.
A little late.
And my understanding is a new inquisitor has been put in charge.
You mean Gregor Wormbane? Wait,
No.
Baron Orin of Ravenport?
A new
What is the...
No, there was High Inquisitor Jericho is back in. You learn that he's back in Sanctuary.
He was... Yeah, okay. Well, they're all not...
Yeah. The local, the Inquisitor that had been put in charge of Wyvernmoor was present, and he was part of the ones that died.
And now there's a new Inquisitor here? May I ask a question, Your Majesty, if you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is her name Reese, by chance?
I believe so.
Oh, Vagard? She was a lunatic when we saw her 5 months ago. Do you think she's gotten any better? She almost burned those 2 girls alive. The mayor's daughters, the ones I can't remember where we were.
But Reese would have been the Inquisitor that was just killed in this raid.
No, she wouldn't have been. Because her company was out in Riverwatch, but you had heard that they had returned to the city. No, there was a different Inquisitor that was put in, and their name is really not important. Only because you hadn't met them and now they're dead. So
you think Reese is now the High Inquisitor here?
Yes, the one that we met in the Mayor of Tesnol.
Yep, I
The
know.
mayor of Tesnol, Roman. You literally see Silas pull out a book as he was taking notes. Just
The one thing that I'm concerned about is the prophecy involves 2 women. 2 very powerful women, Your Majesty.
Vagon. I look at Vagard and go, no. Because that's the other prophecy.
I'm just saying and I'll be like,
I'm just saying.
I'll be like,
I don't
isn't
think we
that
told
an
them that,
interesting
to be
fresco?
clear.
Is this Sir Dave
To
from
be clear,
the Battle of...
we did.
Fucking Gallows is over here. My, what fine yet rustic architecture.
I've never been so thankful for a dwarf in my life.
When Gallo says that, she says, "Yes, let's stay at this. We're going to see if your knight Tegrim lies buried."
Is still in here. We think he's undead. Or he's not in here. We think he left. Something's up. Something doesn't make sense because we saw his body in the forest, right? Like
I have not
I'm wearing his kit.
I have not bothered my husband with this. And I must admit that my curiosity has me piqued. I very much would like to know if these things have come to pass this way.
I'm gonna look at Gallo and like tap the hilt of my sword and like do this. Like I'm pretty excited for what's going on here. Get to lock picking, Sarge.
You then start hearing footsteps approaching, and there's a lantern light, and Jacques comes around the corner with bags over his shoulders, and he puts them down.
Oh, finally, that took you long enough.
Took me long enough. Do you know what I had to do to find some of this stuff?
Oh, I imagine so. You have probably had to cut the pig's
He
toe
then
off
notices
yourself.
that like the queen is here, and his tone totally changes. He's like, "Oh,
look at the queen and be like, do you mean squire stuff? Good job.
Sorry, Your Majesty. 100 pardons.
More.
I think if Gallows actually sees, right? Bellengard kind of like, oh, you mean squire stuff? Like talk down to him, and so he'd be like, we don't do that here. No, we don't do that here.
We pick locks.
Yeah. Because if you talk to him that way, you'll end up start talking to me that way, and then I'll stab you.
At that point, the queen feels obviously out of place here.
You. Doc, 50-50.
She says, I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, but I haven't opened your lock yet.
I'm sure you will.
I thought she was coming with him.
You could.
I mean, wherever is good with me, I guess.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay. Do you
need more Vaseline?
Are you wearing your new gloves?
Me? Yes.
So these are gloves of thieving, and any of your thief skills that you use while wearing them are at +2. Any of them.
Nice.
Even hiding.
Oh, well, I'm just going to go ahead and put the +2 in there because these suckers are never coming off now. Ever.
These are mine.
These are my gloves now. You might call them a second skin.
And we are going to have... Okay, I'm going to ask for a roll, but clearly, if the door doesn't open, that makes for a short night. So the door is going to open regardless. Gallo will get the lock picked. The roll is simply to see how long it takes Gallo to get the lock picked. If that makes sense.
That's fun. That's a cool mechanic. Yeah.
Okay. So Gallo, go ahead and give us your open locks check.
Come on.
Not bad. Not bad. It takes a little while, maybe about 5 minutes. It's a complicated lock, Gallo. Your half impressed by it. And then finally you hear like the last tumbler click. It's old, but it opens. I'm gonna put us on a new map, everybody.
I told you, Westbury triple tumbler, glass plated mechanism. Just it's amateur stuff. Amateur
When you
stuff.
turn around, my face is covered in Vaseline. I've just been messing with it. Well,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. This stuff gets everywhere.
He just has that look of like, you ain't right, are you? No, you ain't right.
You got to foil up
Silas
before
has
the
been
game.
sitting in the
Now I'm gonna open the door
Silas has
and
been
put
sitting in the
Gallo
background just pecking.
Gallo just inside of it. We're gonna put Vagard on the map.
Shit, that's right.
And I need to pull up. I'm gonna move you guys. You guys should be across now. I'm gonna bring you down to where we're at, and I also have to. I have to find our dear, our dear sweet boy,
Jacques?
Jacques.
I mean, you don't have to, but okay.
Am I supposed to see nothing
Leave
but
that
smoke?
poor man alone.
Yeah, you
He's
should.
carrying all your shit.
You may only be seeing. You may only be seeing that at the moment. So just give me 1 second here. Jacques. There's Jacques' token. We're going to put Jacques on. Now, who is carrying light? The dwarf can see in the dark, but who would like to be carrying light?
Yeah, screw it. I will. I got a shield on my back, right? So I'll just move it on my back. Classic adventurer style.
I love it.
I'll just look down and carry some light.
Okay. So we're going to
this?
put your torch on. Or if you'd like, the boy can carry it.
Oh, yeah, the boy.
Is that better? Let's do that.
Now that I know that bugs Gallo, I'll be like, boy, and just. and just
Fucking Kratos. Are you like Kratosing this poor fucking soul? Boy,
Yes,
carry my
yes.
axe. Boy, go get the
No,
bow.
boy.
No, boy.
Okay.
Peck on the way.
Oh, God, Peck. So,
Peck.
as the door groans open, the air grows cold, and you see beyond the stone arch. A long tunnel stretches forward, its ceiling sagging with age. Thick cobwebs choke the passage ahead, layered so densely they hang like funeral veils, unmoving even as you breathe. Your footsteps disturb a fine coat of dust that covers the entire floor, thick enough that it seems to dull the sound and swallow details. No clear tracks stand out whatsoever. No one has walked here in a very, very, very long time. Set into the walls on either side, you can make out shallow alcoves, and in each alcove, a funerary urn. Some are etched with symbols and faded names, and others are just plain, their meanings long forgotten. The urns sit undisturbed, as if waiting. The tunnel does not echo, as sound feels to be absorbed here.
You know, we should have brought one of those stone clerics with us. Rookie move.
And can everyone see now?
I can see.
Yeah. You can see the hallway, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For all seriousness, though, I will stop and give Jacques a look, you know, serious, and kind of give his shoulder a pinch and be like, hey, game on.
So he has a torch in one hand, and he holds his trusty spear in the other. And I don't know if we remember
Can I ask
this
another
or not,
question?
but Jacques is an actual first level fighter now.
That's what I was going to say. So, in terms of a tank, am I thinking the rogue or him as we're walking? You know what I mean? Like, not all dwarves are tanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like,
Yeah. I'll tell
should
Jacques
be up
has
front?
Jacques has
I'm
10
a creature of finesse and grace.
Jacques has 10 hit points and 13 armor class. So
yeah, he's back.
He has
Copy that.
more HP than me. I hate him even more now. Okay? He has more HP than me, and I'm a level 3. I want to burn him alive. I hate this child.
That changed fast.
So, what would you like to do?
Let's start spelunking. I'll step forward.
Okay.
Do you want me to move my icon, or do you want to move me? How do you?
You're welcome to move your icon. With every footstep you leave, it's like walking in fresh powdered snow. You know, there's a little footprint left behind.
Hey, Gallo, and I'll kind of look at him like, if you're good in the shadows, and if you want to take the lead on scouting this, I'm not going to stop you. But if you want me to soak up arrows, I can also do that. I'm just whatever you prefer. Silas is powerful in the position he is in support. So if you want me to move forward with light and then you move closer, you know what I mean, to investigate, I'll look at him and be like, honestly, I'm pretty stupid. Did we lose him? Oh, there he is. That was a long stare.
I'll be like,
oh, you're back. Welcome back.
Sorry, I was thinking of something. Yeah,
I
I'm
was forgetting.
powerful, and as you say that I'm powerful, Silas goes, yeah, and I'll be right behind you. And as soon as you do, I go invisible. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Nice.
And I'm still here. I'm gonna follow along.
Oh
You see me take out like some tar and just like.
How would I react? How would Vagard react to that, though? Honestly, like.
Oh, like you see him like sitting in there, like the bag that Jacques brought back. You see him like take out some tar. He squeezes it together.
I see you casting.
I'm here, but yeah, I'm casting a spell and then I immediately cast invisibility on myself. So I'm still here, Vagard, but I'm invisible. Ooh.
So as you move,
Thank God I have one good eye. The last time we went here, I lost an eye.
as you move forward,
I'm not losing the other.
your steps disturb the dust, and you pass the first set of urns, and you can see just through the cobwebs ahead that it looks like there's a chamber opening up ahead.
Just because Gallows doesn't really know these guys. This is just a job. I think Gallows is going to try and move silently.
Okay.
They're just kind of. I mean, the spell slinger immediately goes invisible once we get down here. The Pelican apparently is just walking forward with like a brazenly, like he's never been in a place like this. Like there's no such thing as a booby trap ever.
I've died twice.
Look at him go. So he's gonna move silently like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, and you move very quiet.
Very
Oh my
much
God.
just kind of keep an eye out on everything.
Can you elaborate on that a bit? Like what exactly are we looking at as we move forward?
So he knows, granted, he's never going to tell them that this would be like the first royal tomb that he's been in. But he's heard the others, those with more locks than him, talk about things like poison dart holes in walls, and that generally the treasures that many are buried with are booby-trapped, or they're kept down there for a reason, so there's like safeguards and whatnot. And he heard this story about this one time about only the penitent man shall pass, and he's just like, he's very leery as he's walking into this thing. And
so you're keeping an eye on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You notice that the squire stops at the second urn and sort of looks down inside. He's like, "Hey,
I wouldn't do that.
I think there's coins down in there."
Don't touch them.
Okay.
And that's not what we're here for. I don't think.
Okay, and he starts to move
Speaking of,
ahead. Why don't you go ahead and give me a wisdom check, Kurt?
Oh, why are you gonna pick that one? Okay, all right.
Or intelligence, if intelligence is better. You can do intelligence.
I mean, they're both kind of crap. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Oh, nice roll. So as the kid picks his foot up, you did say you were like looking everywhere. You can see that they're like under the dust. There's some kind of markings on the floor.
Oh, I immediately move up to check that shit out.
Okay. So
He's
the paladin and the boy are still moving ahead. You wipe some of the dust away off the floor, and as the dust is brushed away, there's script carved into the floor. It's deep and it's deliberate, but it's filled with dust. But you are able to read the first line. There's more of it, but it says, "At the threshold of bone and name."
of bone and what of bone and name?
At the threshold of bone and name. There's more writing, but it's going to take you time to like get the dust out of the cracks and everything.
Oh yeah, no, he's doing it.
Okay. At the threshold,
like he yells.
Gallo. I'm just like
he yells.
Yeah.
He kind of does the whisper yell forward thing,
Yeah.
right? Like, stop.
Oh, I'm going in the
They
room.
got
okay.
Jack.
As
They got shot.
you go,
Stop.
you go. Wait, stop, and Vagard steps into the room. All of the urns, the writings on them begin to glow, and Vagard needs to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sweet. Just in case you're wondering, that's not my prime. Just
Not a shocker.
I'm typecasted. All right, let me see. Wisdom is a tertiary. That's even fantastic.
Hey, while we do this roll,
Oh my God,
if you would like to enter, we have gift cards, $10 gift cards to give away to Troll Lord Games. We'll do that at the end of the stream. All you have to do, I think it's exclamation enter, and to get yourself a ticket. If that doesn't work, we'll figure it out what it is. But I think it's like exclamation enter, maybe exclamation enter space 1 for 1 ticket. What do we roll there, Tim?
I am doomed to have bonitis. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
I now have.
So, you feel a sense of dread sweep over you.
Well, yeah, normal. Yeah.
You have been cursed. Anytime you roll a d20, you are at -3. Doesn't matter whether it's an attack, a saving throw, a skill check, you are at -3.
Dang.
Let it go. Good job.
Well, can't remove curse. This is gonna be good stuff. All right. Silence.
The next,
Stay out of this room.
So,
It has me.
Kurt, as Gallo sweeps away the dust, you see everything flare, and maybe Vagard's like, "It has me." The writing says, "At the threshold of bone and name, where echoes bargain all the same, leave your silver, leave your breath, a small donation cheats the dead."
He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a handful of coins. I think he ensures that there's at least 1 copper, 1 silver, and 1 gold piece. But it could be but it's a mixture of a number of coins of them, and drops them into one of the urns.
Okay.
Like that one that's like right there by him where he's standing, right?
Yeah.
I think he drops it into the urns.
Seeing you do that, Jacques immediately begins to fumble through his pockets for change.
I've been sitting behind Gallo the entire time. I take a couple like pieces of electrum and whatever else I can find, just like 1 or 2 pieces.
Nobody
Toss them into the
wants
urn as well.
Electrum. Put that shit back.
It's all I had. They couldn't break the piece of gold,
I'm
all right?
pumping like 10
Also,
electrum in one of the urns. I'm just feverishly.
You're just gonna
dumping
piss it off.
coins.
No one likes
In-
Electrum. I don't know why this currency exists. It's a cruel joke.
It's a cruel joke. Tim, now that you're in the chamber and Jacques drops some change in and moves up behind you, the tunnel widens, spilling into a vast chamber. The ceiling rises far above, its height lost in shadow, and the moment you step inside, you feel painfully small here, like an intruder in a place that was never meant for the living. Set into the center of the chamber is a colossal stone bowl with it's got to be more than 50 feet across. Its rim worn smooth with age. It's been carved directly into the foundation, into the floor, as if the earth itself was hollowed out to receive whatever lays within. The bowl is filled with bones. Thousands of bones. Orc bones. Orcish skulls with their tusks stare upward, some broken, all empty-socketed. Long bones lie piled in chaotic layers, bleached, pale, and dusted with ash and grit. Some are cracked or scorched, others sundered and broken, and the smell in the chamber is dry and old, stone, dust, and maybe the faint echo of ancient smoke. As you take it in, an uneasy sensation settles over you. The shadows along the deep parts of the chamber walls seem too deep, too deliberate. There's no wind here, and you feel like you're being watched. There are statues to either side of the entrance, and they are, let me get their description for you.
Fuck it, I can't get more cursed. I'm just gonna keep walking forward.
Sure. 4 ancient statues stand in silent judgment to either side of the entrance. Each carved from dark stone, veined with age and faint traces of gold, you think. They all depict the same figure, someone who you're familiar with, Morthane, the god of the underworld and the eternal guardian. He's depicted as towering and armored, plates layered thick and severe, etched with symbols of oath, death, and passage. His helm bears no mouth, no lips to bargain, no tongue to plead with. There is only a single eye set deep within the visor, like a cyclops, unblinking and eternal. It feels less like a carving and more like something that is watching through stone. And you can see these on the map. There's 4 of them. As Jacques enters the room, he does not feel the dread, having given a donation.
Can I go back and give a donation? Or is it too late?
It's too late, my friend. It's too late.
Jeez. I'm going through and pulling out all of their coins and putting them in my pockets.
Our dear dwarf with his dark vision can see a bit further. So you can see right across the bowl to the other side. There are a set of 3, I'll ping them, 3 archways here that lead deeper from this room into the next. There seems to be some sort of altars or something in between those archways. To the east and west of the chamber, you can see raised platforms and then balconies above that looking down into this chamber.
Do I get the impression that this room is kind of like, this room is safe to move around in? This central room right here?
Other than you feel like there are eyes on you, and these 4 stone statues stand sort of as guardians, you don't see or sense any sort of other danger here.
Okay. I think he kind of like looks at everybody, and I very pointedly looks at Villigard. Just nobody touch nothing.
Ends to myself.
This place
Says a
scares the
ghostly
shit
figure in the background.
And the reason I'm asking is he's basically going to circle the bowl right here, right? Kind of taking in and looking at everything that he can, right?
Absolutely.
And trying to see whether, to let his keen eyes kind of make sure that there's nothing else that needs to be dealt with, so to speak. No traps, no...
Does everyone else hold
proceed.
tight while Gallo circles the bowl?
I'll stay close by him.
I think
I'm kind of scared. I'll stay within 20 feet of him. As he moves forward, I'll kind of follow.
Do you want your
20
squire to
feet
come
behind.
along with his light? Because Gallo has dark vision and you do not.
Yeah. Put 5 feet behind me. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I'm gonna put Gallo here as he's circling the bowl, and you said you're about 20 feet behind, and your torchbearer is right behind you. And then where would you be there, Silas? Are you staying by the entrance, or did you go with them? Okay.
I'm right behind the light. I think I'll stay consistently in the light, but though I think more than likely he's writing things about kind of what he sees right now, and also probably a little bit about Morthane. I don't know enough about him, but probably just writing a depiction of it.
Okay. If you want to give me an intelligence check, I can give you a little bit more about Morthane, perhaps.
Sure.
Because you're pretty studied.
Oh.
Uh, 17 plus 2.
Nice.
So
So Morthane is depicted like you see him here, this Cyclopean guardian with no mouth and just one eye that can see intruders. Morthane is not so much a god that you would worship. He's not like a god of the dead. He is literally the guardian of the underworld's threshold. And because faith changed in King's Gate, his sort of veneration went away. He's known as the Warden of the Quiet Threshold, or he who bars the return. Morthane, as I said, an eternal guardian of the underworld, charged with sealing the realms of the dead against intrusion and escape. He bars necromancers who seek to steal souls back into flesh, undead who attempt to persist beyond their rightful end, mortals or outsiders who trespass into the underworld, and spirits who flee judgment to live unnatural second lives. He is commonly...
anything that tries to come back.
Yes. He is commonly depicted as wielding something known as the Seal Key, a massive relic that can lock or bar any passage, any gateway.
What is it called again?
The Seal Key. There are myths like when the first Lich attempted to escape true death, Morthane sealed the underworld and struck the Lich's name from memory. Or when a god once tried to reclaim a favored mortal, Morthane barred even divine passage, establishing that not even gods may undo death. Hence the reason there is no raise dead spells in this world.
This dude sounds like a badass.
So kill this guy and we all get resurrection. Done.
And
let me know how that works out for you.
He's not really, as I said, there's no, you know of no temples or shrines or anything like that. You okay?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your question? Go ahead.
It's about the person coming
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yep.
Do you know the time they are?
No, I don't. No, I
Okay.
don't. We'll talk in the morning about it, though. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. Had to be a dad for a minute.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy, Morthane, probably. I want you to think of him kind of like Heimdall, who guards the Bifrost. If you're familiar with that sort of mythology, and like you don't get past the Bifrost unless Heimdall allows it. This Morthane guards the underworld. You don't get in or out of the underworld without him.
Not exactly a god per se, but has a lot of power and sway.
Exactly.
Got it.
Gallo, as you round the bowl and you're looking for things, from high above you, from one of the ledges to your left, a sudden shriek splits the silence, sharp and piercing like the cry of a great eagle echoing through stone. From the shadows above you, something detaches itself from the darkness and dives. The creature is part eagle, part horse, and very much dead. Its wings are vast and tattered, feathers hanging in ragged strips that whisper as they cut through the air. Bone shows through the flesh along its shoulders and ribs, and patches of dull gray hide cling tightly to a frame that should no longer move. Its eyes are hollow sockets, trailing dust as its head turns towards you. An undead hippogriff dives towards you from the reaches of the cave.
Fucking what?
And we're going to roll initiative because shit about to go down.
It doesn't have to.
We're gonna
be friends.
We're gonna have Gallo roll initiative for his first time with us. So we're gonna roll a D10, and you can add any dex bonus you have.
Okay.
Why is that not grabbing for me? Change
Boom,
it.
6. Middle of the road. Do worse than us.
And oh, this isn't big enough. There we go.
That's
Oh.
Okay. So you got a 6, and I'm rolling, and I got a 7. So it's going to go first.
You forgot to -1 or -2 to your roll.
Did I really?
Because Mox is invisible, and I'm a master. I'm the queen's locksmith. I open her
Jeremy,
locks.
you didn't roll to see if you were cursed. You walked right in the room. I saw you in there first.
Right? Woo!
Perfect. A 10 does not hit Gallo, I assume, correct?
That is correct.
And its other claw. So the first claw misses you as it sweeps past, and the second claw, I only got a 9. So that
I'm okay with that.
That misses as well, and you guys watch as this hippogriff streaks past and out over the bones as it is turning to make a second come around. It's your guys' turn. Who would like to go first? Who would like to? It does not cause an attack of opportunity as it swoops by, as it has a flyby ability. It is moving fast but turning relatively slow.
I mean, everything I do has a -3.
If you roll a d20, you have to put a -3 on it.
I'm not taking that. I guess I'll try to.
All right.
You want to try turn undead?
Yeah, I'll do it while he's thinking.
Okay.
That's not working. So it's a 5.
So no,
I hate that.
it is not turned. I'm going to say that the kid gets in front of you with the light and readies his spear to brace for a charge. What would Gallo and Silas like to do?
Is he turned away from me?
You're sort of... He would be facing sideways to you right now. He definitely knows where you are, though. So if you would like any kind of back attack, you would need to find a place to hide first.
I mean, it looks like there's a great place to hide right now. Which he's gonna fucking do.
Okay.
Alright, he is gonna hide because I want to try and get a back attack.
Okay.
He is gonna try and hide, and I think he's gonna burrow into the giant pile of fucking bones.
Nice. Nice. So he slides off the edge of the bowl and down into the bones. And why don't you give me a hide check? There we go.
That's a 25 work for you.
Oh, dude, you disappear beneath the bones. Absolutely.
I am one.
Silas?
With the femur.
I think what I'm going to try and do, trying to stay within the light, I'm going to move back. Oh no, I can only move and attack.
Yeah, you can half move. You can half move and make a melee or a ranged attack. If you're casting, though, you can't move at all.
No, I can't. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to try and set this up because I don't want to get hit here. I'll probably move back behind and see if I can't try and like get some cover behind this, because I know the minute I cast a spell, I'm gonna be visible again. So I'm probably gonna try and hide behind the statue a bit.
Sure.
And then get ready to cast a spell on my next turn. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But keeping that griff in sight. Yeah.
Yep. So the hippogriff, that was its turn. So we're gonna roll initiative. Either Tim or Mox, you guys want to take initiative this turn? D10.
Go for it, Mox.
Done.
Dun dun dun.
That is a 4.
A 4, and I got.
Yeah. What do I?
I got a 3. So you guys are gonna go first.
All right. Perfect.
Some of you might have to just lay in wait.
Anyone want to go first?
So Jacques is going to ready his spear.
I'm just going to check a couple things here.
I am quite literally basically poised to pounce.
Yep.
So if the hippogriff comes over me, he's going to pounce to be able to get that back attack bonus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How about Vhagar?
I'll tell you, I'm gonna keep swinging. There's nothing. I don't know, man. I'm pretty one-dimensional on this one and screwed. So
you want to ready an attack for when it comes in?
Yeah.
It's definitely.
I'll try to stand in front of.
Yeah, it's definitely like turning around to come back. Okay, so I'm gonna have it move in here, and you guys are all ready with your attacks. Yeah, sorry, Mox, go ahead.
I was going to, now that I've stepped behind and hid behind the statue.
Yep.
Before it moves, I'm going to kind of aim it because I know it's going to be a wide grid here, so a little bit back to its like my right there.
Yeah.
With Shatter.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to cast Shatter. I'm going to reach down, crush a stone in my hand, and let it go. I'll immediately go visible. I believe it's a Constitution saving throw for it.
Okay.
From what I read.
That sounds.
I don't know what it's trying to. Yeah.
Oh, it killed it. 19, and it's a primary, so your level would take that up to a 15. So it made it save.
Okay, so the 15 would be what it would have to try
to
beat.
So because it's a primary, it starts at 12, your third level, so you would bump the DC up to 15. And my total check was a 19, so it made the save.
So I think it does half.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it doesn't take any of the other disoriented effects.
No, I believe
I was hoping to try and disorient it. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1d6 plus my level, which is 3.
Yeah.
2 plus 3.
So 5 and then half.
Of 1. So 1 plus 3, 4 points of damage.
4. Okay.
1d6 points of damage plus per level. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. So the shatter goes off, and that echoes. It just rings through. It then swoops in here to attack. You guys get your attack. So Tim, go ahead and make yours. Jacques makes his, and our rogue makes his. And because you're coming out of hidden, you get that extra +2 to hit as well. Don't forget that, Kurt.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make the roll and then tack it on at the
Absolutely.
end, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And this is gonna count as a back attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I get a +4, and then it'll be double damage.
Yeah, it should be +2 to hit. Is it +2 to hit, +4? Or is it +4 to hit? Sorry, +4 to hit, and then double damage. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, Jacques got a 19 plus his 1. So he hit.
All right. We're gonna go with our +1 dagger. I mean,
That's a
gonna
hit.
Hit regardless. So it'll be 8 damage.
So it doubles up to 8.
Nice.
Yep.
And Tim? No? Okay. There is a second shriek as well as another one is seen flying in from the other side of the chamber. It can't make it to you, but I'll just get that on the map here. Change layer token. And it gets to 50 feet, so it is here. Okay. With that, it then attacks. It's going to attack. I'm going to have it attack Jacques. With two claws and a bite. Well, the bite certainly hit. So it snaps onto Jacques, and Jacques takes 7 damage. I think it's initiative now. I think Tim's rolling for us this time, a D10. I got a 3.
Oh, sorry, first switch for me. 10.
10? You guys can go first then.
I think that Gallows is just gonna switch over to his crossbow, his light crossbow,
Okay.
and then loose a shot at it for what it's worth.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're going to slide back in the bowl anyway, so go ahead and you can go ahead and make that shot.
Only for 3 damage though.
But it hit. Oh, it did not hit. A 14 doesn't hit.
Oh, well then it misses.
Just a bit outside. Fatang. Tim, you want to see if you hit?
Let's see, 19 minus 3
16. That is a hit.
plus. That'll be 9.
9. How would you like to do this?
Oh,
He's gone from excited paladin to he doesn't care. He just lops it off and just looks at the next one. And
Absolutely. So this thing just, the blade goes through it, and this thing just sort of crumbles and falls into the bone pit beside Gallo.
Dagon, get your damn head in the game. Come on.
I've got the curse of Kingsgate on me right now. I have to roll like a fucking 20 to do anything.
It's so you just hit it. You killed it. Let's go.
Let's
Hype
go.
train next. Gonna hype you up,
Kurt
sir.
shot. The kid stands his ground and readies his spear. Silas, have you gone this turn? I don't think so.
No, but I think what I'll do is probably I don't know where the other one is. I don't have line of sight of it, so I'll probably step closer to Jacques just to see if I could see. But probably stay close. Actually, I'll probably go right next to this pillar over here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I think we're back to initiative.
Yep.
That me?
I think we're back to Kurt. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I got a 10.
Well, of course you fucking did.
Well, you got a high dex. You could beat this.
I have a +1 to my dex. Are you high?
Okay.
It's not a high dex.
Well, you could get an 11. I'm gonna say this thing dive bombs into the bone pile after the dwarf.
Of course it does. Oh shit.
Making its attacks. Here we go.
Clickety clackety, make your attack.
A 12, a dirty 20, and a 14.
Oh.
Ow.
Does the 14 hit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. The 12 doesn't though.
Sure. No.
No.
Thank God.
Okay, so you take a total of 15 damage.
Fuck me. Okay. Well, I mean, I thought we were friends, but you know, whatever.
All right.
Guys, I'm pain emanating from my body right now.
Yes.
Lots of it.
Yes.
Blood.
Yep. Yep.
The squire comes over the edge of the basin, sliding down with his spear. And attacks. Does not land a hit though. How about our paladin and our wizard?
Oh, hold on.
All right,
so
I'm gonna.
I'll go for it.
No, you go. I'll go last.
I'll bracket if my boy Jacques is on the left. I'll get in front of him on the right.
Yep.
Of our dwarf. And I'll lay on hands and give it a boop, 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 8.
Nice.
I'm going to save 2.
Okay, so 8 hit points back to Gallo.
Yeah, I just want to get down there, interpose with the shield, and just as he starts like bitching, I'm just going to like touch his chest and heal whatever wound is and just give him a good look like, stay in the fight, bro.
And then I will literally, at the same time he's healing him, you'll just see like 2 Magi missiles come in and then just strike at him.
Yep, give me some damage on those, a d4 plus 1 each, as they automatically hit.
So, yeah, 3 on the first one, and ooh, nice, 5 on the second one.
Nice, so a total of 8. As they blast,
damage,
blast this hippogriff, and Gallo still has to go this turn.
Ow. I feel like that comprises his turn, but is he right there? Like the hippogriff is like right there, right?
Yeah. Bones are flying everywhere as this big creature is like right there in front of you. You've got Vagard on your right and the Squire Jacques on your left.
How was this? Wow. How was this thing looking other than undead?
Yeah. It looks undead, and other than the magic missile, it hasn't been hit yet. But they've left two big.
Hasn't been hit yet. I stabbed him with my sword.
No, that was the first one. That was the first one. That was the first one.
This is the second one.
I think Gallows is pissed. I think that in this scramble, he's super upset, and he reaches into his pocket and then pulls out and rears back with his fist And I think he tries to deck this thing in the face with his brass knuckles.
Nice. Yes, I want this to hit. Let's roll.
Oh, Gallo. Yes. Get it.
No, that doesn't happen.
Or it hits
all.
it and just doesn't seem to. I'm gonna say it misses. You totally whiff. You're like right past it. It's initiative.
Who is it?
I'm not sure.
I think it's me.
There.
The
Hey,
num-
Kurt, you get a full 10. Kurt got a full 10 hit points. I can't split it up, so you got.
Oh,
10.
okay. So,
Okay.
beat
You got an 8,
beat
and
an
I
8
got
there.
I got a 0, which is a
10. Nicely done.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yes.
The kids.
Holy shit! I think we need that.
The kid's gonna attack with his spear.
Get him, Jockey.
He does not hit. He rolls a nat 1. So that's no
Damn
good.
it, Jockey.
Who wants to go? Who wants to take an attack next, or do something?
I'll literally just-
back at initiative. We're on a new round of initiative.
Yeah, we're on a new round.
Yep.
I mean, he can't let that go unanswered. He's going to try and hit him with his brass knuckles again because he needs a morale victory for himself.
I love it. I love it.
No.
Oh no, nothing again.
No.
This is not happening. This is not happening.
You're like
No.
slipping on orc bones.
Or something. We're going to switch weapons, I guess.
Tim, are you gonna make an attack down there?
Yeah. Hit this curse. 7, 12.
Not a hit. Just a bit outside. How about our spellcaster?
I'll toss 2 more Magi Missile just
Okay.
to get some damage on this thing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That is a 3 + 1, so 4. And that is a 4 + 1, 5. 9 points of damage.
Oh, I went way too far there. Hold on a sec.
Not far enough. It's not dead.
Okay. It is still up. It is going to
Damn it.
it will, since there's 3 of you, I'm just going to have it attack each of you once as it flails about. So a claw on the squire, a claw on our rogue, and a bite on our paladin. I got 17 on the boy, which I think is a hit. I got 12 on our rogue, which is not a hit, and a 21 on Mr. Paladin. Does that hit? I'm not sure. Does. So 3 points of damage to Vagard. You see Jacques go down under the creature's claw. His torch clatters to the ground beside him, and it's your guys' turn.
I can't. Can we do called shots in this or no?
Absolutely.
I think he's gonna grab his hammer one-handed real quick. And you said that Jacques went down.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna swing his hammer at this thing's ankle bone to attempt to knock it off of Jacques, so he can grab Jacques and kind of pull him
Okay.
back.
Absolutely.
Or not.
It hits the ankle bone, but does not hit it hard enough. But
my dice rolls just went, fuck you.
Mr. Paladin.
I feel targeted this session, but just in case you're wondering. But I'm gonna. So he basically dies as soon as I use my lay on hands. Also, just throw that out there for random. And I rolled a 4, which is a 1. You know what I mean?
Okay, does not. Just to make you feel better, though, the 4 would not have hit anyways.
I'm tracking.
Okay. Silas?
Let's do 2 more.
Channeling more magic missiles?
I'm literally just, it's like a bombardment of just...
We don't have to roll
Magic
because he
missiles
only
right
has
now.
1 hit point left. So,
Damn it, I was that close?
Yeah.
Shit.
So, your
All
magic
right.
your magic missiles pummel it again, and the thing slumps down into the into the bones of the orcs, and the room sort of falls into an uneasy silence again.
Scoop Jacques up and walk out.
Quickly run up to Jacques.
Yep.
Are you gonna use? I'll just get out a bandage quickly. Try and
bandage him from dead. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, bandages heal too, so he would be at 1 hit point.
Yeah, he'd be at 1 hit point. He's fine. Yeah,
he's not fine. He needs to get
he's not.
Like,
yeah. Well,
he's not fine.
They got. He's with us now. What else do we have? Would you like to get?
No, I'm cursed. He's dead. You know what I mean? Like, also I'm covered in dread, so I'm walking him back to one of those goons that are bald. You know what I mean? And taking him to a healer. We're only 15 feet down this vault. I'm just gonna drop him back outside. I gotta get him to help. Can you do something? Do we have a cleric?
No, we don't.
I'm walking him out.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you climb out of the bone pit. You can see that both of the hippogriffs, now that they're down, they have sort of tattered barding on them, and even old, worn, broken leather saddles, like they were once maybe mounts of some type. Vagard, you walk back and down the tunnel and out. The two stone speakers are there. They can.
You guys hear any of that? They're just gonna chill out here. It's good. I mean, just all right. You keep being stoned, and I'll lay him down.
They look at you and they.
So, I like when emo Vagard comes out. It's like my favorite. Just, hey guys.
They lay on. They each lay on hands on. They each lay a cure light wounds on the boy. I'm gonna put him back to maximum hit points. You do hear them whisper as they cast, so they are capable of speech. They don't have a remove. They are not high enough for remove curse, though.
Didn't ask. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I figured remove curse was beyond this session, so I'll just bear that.
Okay.
And dudes, this is obviously beyond us. Does Jacques want to continue? I'll ask him. Like,
what you mean? I'm gonna leave that to a roll. Here we go. He looks at you and nods. I'm not gonna say he says anything. He just looks you in the eye, and you can see a certain amount of determination in him, and he nods.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm losing an eye or an arm. And I just fucking walk back in. I kick the fucking urn full of coins and just press on.
Okay.
That's how you got into this situation in the first place.
Can't get -6. I checked the rules. And I just walked in.
It can't get worse than this. Oh, wait. Okay.
I'm not leaving Silas in there. You know what I mean? Like, Jock wants to go. I don't know what to do. One of those clerics want to come with us? Because, like, this is foolish.
They look at one another and they say, one of them whispers quietly to you that he's like, our queen asked us to guard the portal.
Fantastic. If I can walk back in.
Okay.
All right.
You healed me. You seemed so stalwart. Isn't that what paladins are supposed to be? Stalwart individuals? And yet now you're downtrodden.
It's a curse, bro. I can't. I really wish I could feel better right now. But have you ever had the shits? Like,
Oh, many times. Many
I
times.
can't.
But-
I can't unshits right now.
But when times are truly tough, just always look on the bright side of life.
You're looking at the gold side of life. I'm looking at the keeping people alive side of life. This logically seems a bit out of our league. But I'm here for you.
Why do you think it's out of our league?
I'll
Well, I
smash
mean,
up the door
first off,
and keep.
you brought me. What are we here for?
I'll just look at
We're here to find the body of Tegrum.
Why?
I don't know.
You guys
For-
have never
figure out-
explained, other than to open a door. He has
figure
no
out-
idea why he's
He's
here,
just gonna
other
sit
than
down
to get
in the
some
bowl
crown jewels.
To figure out what the damn goat's influence is left on this world, and they all of a sudden they haven't come south. The entire kingdom could be at stake, and here we are debating about whether or not to protect the bloody kingdom. Tegrum is an answer to why the goat still exists. Let's find out why you can wear that armor, why that armor was found to the north. There's 8 million questions here, and something tells me everything is probably connected. The
a dead
goat,
guy.
the damn blade. Yes, more than likely.
This all started with.
I
a
hate
goat.
gods. It's all started with a damn prophecy, to be honest with you, but here we are anyways.
What prophecy?
You don't remember the prophecy that was going around talked about? Girl that would bring destruction and ruin to the entire... It was everywhere. They were screaming about it in the streets of Kingsgate. I literally was living here and heard about it.
The squire even looks at you. The oracle. She came. Gave the prophecy to the king that.
So you've been. You're going to fulfill it, make it not happen.
I'm gonna find out what's. It's kind of my thing, you know. I study, I learn, I prevent horrible things from happening. At least my best.
Jacques looks at you, Gal.
Jacques does his best too.
Jacques looks at you, Gal, and goes, Silas doesn't believe in prophecies.
Because they're a bunch of horseshit.
But you're still a fucking
almost to the
nerd
gods.
for reading them.
Well, we did see some.
The world's
we
at
did
stake,
see some
possibly.
pretty. We did see some pretty bad stuff in the woods to the north.
I'm sure you have, but if your heart's not in it, you're not gonna get very far.
He puts his hand up on Vagar's shoulder. He's like, "We're in it."
I'm here. Let's see what we can find out. If it becomes at the risk of our own lives, let's leave then.
Becomes? Were you here the last 5 minutes?
Yeah. I see two dead, whatever these flying creatures are.
Yes, and Captain Sunshine turned into fucking Major Melancholy over here.
It's just because
Yeah,
it's just because I got hurt. I'm okay. And the whispering clerics out in the hallways, they're gonna stay and guard the portal. If we have to fall back to them, we can.
It's probably the best choice.
Very well.
Let's find out more while we're here. Knowledge is to be had, and knowledge is power. So is power, but, you know, ideally, a little knowledge goes a long way.
I think Gallo's just gonna kind of wander up like, I am not 100% sure about these guys. I'm gonna make it out of here alive. I am not 100% sure about these other two, though.
Okay. As Gallo moves forward, set side by side near the edge of the chamber are two stone basins, their rims chipped and worn smooth. They're identical in shape, but not in what they hold. In the first basin rests a gold-plated skull. Its surface dulled, but still gleaming faintly in the torchlight that approaches. The gold clings tightly to the bone beneath, as if sealed there by ritual rather than craft. Every inch of its jaw, brow, even the hollows of its eyes are scratched with fine glyphs, overlapping and dense, cut so deep they seem to bite into the skull itself. Carved around the rim of the basin, despite its age, are clear letters. It reads, "By oath once sworn and blood once shed, I guard the crown beyond my death. Take up my face, but heed this truth. Only the loyal pass the king." Beside it, in the second basin, lies a silver-plated skull colored in colder in tone, reflecting light in pale ghostly flashes. The silver has tarnished to a dark sheen, and here too the skull is completely covered in glyphs. Some match those on the gold skull, others differ, sharper, more angular. Around the rim of this basin, a second verse is carved, the letters slightly narrower, as if written by a steadier hand. "By vow once kept and sorrow borne, I keep her rest from dusk till dawn. Lift up my name, but walk with care. Only the faithful reach the queen." And I will cut and paste those into our chat here, if you'd like.
Yes.
So this is
Silas.
the first on the golds. It's not on the skull, but with the gold skull. This one is there.
That's the one on the. Is that the one on the right here?
Yeah.
And that's the one on the left. Okay.
And then the silver skull reads this.
Question.
Yes.
Well, Silas, I think this is very much pointing you better find some faith if you wish to proceed.
Well, it's saying something along the lines. Council Keeper, did the king, the original king Takar, have obviously had a queen? Was she any one of import?
No.
No. Okay.
You believe that she was born from the west side of the kingdom, from Riverwatch, you think. And the and the marriage came shortly after Takar took back the city.
Where were those riddles posted? They're in.
They're in
Roll 20.
Roll 20. As Vagard moves up a bit, he can see in the room beyond, there's a set of pillars again, and beyond the pillars, he can see a raised dais with 4, it looks like sarcophagi laying upon it.
I'll join Vagard and kind of.
Yeah, so I think you guys can see the edge of them, but there is a dais there with 4 sarcophagi upon it.
Any sort of names on it? Anything said in front of it?
The dais and the sarcophagi?
Glyphs? Anything in this area here?
Okay. The sarcophagi appear to have carved lids, very intricately carved lids. As well, there does appear to be some writing, like it looks like the names of the dead may be carved onto them as well. But you would have to get closer to read.
Oh yeah, what a way to put that, Jeremy. Thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew that one was coming.
Are you afraid?
If I had more than 9 hit points, the answer.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You know.
You know what? YOLO.
Wait, like, okay,
Be your
hold
character.
on. Let's
Be your
not
character,
YOLO.
Yeah.
Let's not YOLO here. Let's not YOLO here.
I can't find these riddles, so fucking the one that said something about loyalty, I'll grab that skull and walk towards the loyalty crypt and see if that
Okay, so
works.
you
That
take
was the gold
you
skull.
take the gold one, and I'll just see if I can post them. Maybe I can post this.
I'll cut some blood too. I'll be like something about blood. Just pour that into the fucking urn.
It'll
grab the
screw,
skull.
it'll screw up cams here for a second, but just a sec. I'll post it over in our one chat here.
By oath once sworn and blood once shed, I guard the crown beyond my death. Take up my face, but heed this truth, only the loyal pass the king. That was the gold skull on the right side.
Yep.
If it ain't me,
So,
it's
oh,
nobody.
no, quite literally. Hang on, wait a minute. If that's the case, Vilgard, you're like, as a character, is like sworn to the throne, right?
Yeah.
So you should technically have no problem passing, though myself and Silas may not be able to get past. Because unless Silas
Jacques.
is sworn to the throne.
No. Jacques, though.
Oh yeah, Jacques could go.
Has he taken the oaths yet?
He's still squire, but he's taken some sort of an oath. Yeah.
He's under you, so he would be.
He's not a full-blown Kingsguard, but he would have had to swear some kind of an oath of loyalty.
It's good enough for me. I push Jacques out. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't care what you smell, kid. Get in there.
Jacques. Get in the sarcophagus.
Biting
Jacques,
a bandage.
I'm
as
the
I'm
next words.
bandaging myself back up.
Yep.
Biting a bandage. Walking up.
Absolutely. So you take the gold.
Jacques.
You're going to take the gold skull that mentions only the loyal pass the king. Nothing happens as you lift it. You even as you now have it in your hands, you can see that a couple of the markings are maybe reminiscent. They have some similar lines and curves to the fleur-de-lis symbol that you wear.
Shows house. Gallo.
Jacques like
Don't be a knight.
Jacques like should we take the silver one?
Yes, I think you should, Jacques.
I should.
Is there? Yeah. Before I literally I see his eyes go wide. Is there any sort of names? There are names more than likely on the sarcophagus, correct?
Correct.
Because my question on the silver skull, and guys, feel free here to jump in. Lift up my name, but walk with care. Is it just saying lift up her skull because it's her name?
Just say King Takar and walk.
Only the faithful reach the queen, though. This one's directed for the queen. The first one was directed for the king.
We're
the
not
gold
looking
skull that
open.
you hold.
We're not ripping open. I'll just stop. We're not ripping open these sarcophagus. We're looking for that knight's sarcophagus. We don't care about these.
I
We're
agree.
not messing with them.
I agree, but I don't know where else. I think we need to keep going. God, dare I say the words further into this place, because I don't think we're going to find this knight immediately
I have a
here.
feeling there's a basin or something on the other side that I can put this thing in. You know what I mean? But
that's what I'm. Yeah.
So I'll try to walk over there. Just walk over there. See if there's a place I can set this up.
Okay.
Grab the silver skull.
Okay.
Come with us.
So Jacques has the silver, and Vhagar has the gold, and then you're going to move forward towards the sarcophagi.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
This is going to go perfectly.
A raised dais.
No issues.
A raised dais rises from the stone floor. Upon it rest 4 carved sarcophagi, aligned in solemn order, like sentinels who have never been released from duty. The first is marked with crossed blades and a battered shield. Deep gouges score the carving, left intentionally unpolished, it would seem. Along its lid is the name Sir Huldren Blackshield, remembered as the unbroken wall, who held the line when others could not. The second bears a crowned helm and the faint outline of a banner, its stone etched with scenes of command and sacrifice. Time has softened the details here, though, but the name Sir Valor Thanecrest remains clear, the knight who carried the crown's burden into impossible battles. So that's like with his name, Sir Valor Thanecrest, the knight who carried the crown's burden into impossible battles. And then the other one says, Sir Huldren Blackshield, remembered as the unbroken wall, who held the line when others could not. The third is carved with broken standards and curling flames, its surface scarred and darkened as if by an old fire. This tomb belongs to Sir Corvin Ashmark. It says the last to withdraw, whose duty was to ensure others survived no matter the cost. The final sarcophagus on the far right, its carvings are cleaner, more deliberate, a single sword angled towards the rising sun. Repeated again and again along the stone are the words Dame Elowyn Brightsteel, honored as the Dawnblade, whose presence turned despair into resolve during the darkest days of the Orc War. These are the tombs of 4 ancient heroes, elevated upon this dais not for pride but for remembrance. Dust lies heavy upon them, yet the chamber feels held watched and safe by their silent vigil.
These aren't the guys we're looking for. You know what I mean? I'll list their names and say, and just like, this is not, we need to go around and through.
Yeah. These 4 are unkept. I think we leave them at peace. Let's continue.
I feel like my presence here, or Jacques and I's presence here, should allow you guys through. But I don't know how you're going to get through then without one of these skulls or whatever, or for me to switch something off.
I think you might be right.
To your left and right, you can see stairs going up, and there are side chambers off of, like, smaller entrances to side chambers off of the room. Ahead, Jacques, first of all, is spending a lot of time. He is fascinated by these 4 sarcophagi and the names. He runs his fingers over the tops of them and everything, and clearly he's standing in a bit of awe. His torchlight, you can just begin to make out another bone pit ahead. The ceiling, though, the torchlight barely makes it to the ceiling. Like, you're just able to illuminate the ceiling in the dimmest of light. So it's about 40 feet tall.
Gallo, do you think that us being here will allow you guys through? Do you want to take a try?
I mean, he will. He'll walk like side by side. Side by side with you to see whether or not, make sure that nothing happens, kind of thing. See if your like protection bubble kind of extends a little bit.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Cast,
do the same. Sorry, you're gonna what?
I think since it's 60 feet and there's another bone pit, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil.
You can sense the presence of evil from the bone pit.
I'm gonna like grab Gallo's chest tightly, like I laid on hands in one way, but this time I'm gonna grip like his shirt, and I still have dread on me. So in character, I'm on easy, right? Like, he saw the stalwart guy, but there's something weird in here, and I've changed. So with my pale voice, I'm gonna point forward to that bone pit and just be like, "We've got another one." And I'm going to gesture him to go to the shadows off to the right, if he can.
All right, he will.
Yeah, if he goes up on, like, in amongst these pillars on the right-hand side, he can certainly hide in amongst them if he would like.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
I think I'll brazenly walk forward to get whatever's in there, and I'll put my hand back to Silas as well, right, to
Mm-hmm.
hold where he's at, because he could probably shoot from that far, and I want to spook him.
Gallo kills that roll, so Gallo moves up.
So up here area is where it should be.
I assume he means up on the right here.
Yeah, it's the fog of war is causing my computer to be like, why is it using so much RAM?
As you move up on the right there, a second light source becomes dimly visible to Gallo from this side chamber.
Just not gonna be able to have my character sheet open for this. Okay. There's a light you said.
Yeah. It's very.
I think he would kind of, in his hiding state, I think he would try and.
Tim, you don't detect any evil from that side chamber.
Okay.
I think he would try and peek.
Okay. So as you look in with your dark vision, there is an ancient stone altar. Resting upon it is a blade. The blade is bright despite the years. Its surface catches what little torchlight makes it in here and seems to reflect it back or almost glow of its own volition. You recognize the blade from Dame Elowyn Brightsteel's sarcophagi. This has to be Dawnblade. Even from the edge of the room, you can tell that the sword's edge is flawless, unmarred by any sort of rust or decay. Faint runes trace along the fuller, glowing just enough to suggest dawn breaking over a distant horizon. The hilt is wrapped in a pale leather, worn smooth by use, and the pommel is shaped like a rising sun.
Silas will go up to the left here and just slowly, like heeding the words of Vagar, kind of make his way around the pillars.
Okay.
And just slowly creep that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gently.
So as Silas makes his way up, a little bit of torchlight leaks into the room on the left here. Enough that you can make out an altar in this chamber as well. Resting upon it is a massive shield, broad and scarred, its dark face marred by countless impacts, each one carefully preserved though rather than repaired. This is unmistakably Sir Haldren Blackshield's shield. The rim is thick and reinforced, bent slightly out of its true shape in places, yet unbroken. Faded sigils of protection and duty are etched along its edge, nearly lost beneath layers of dust. The shield has been set upright against the altar, not as an offering, but as a final stand.
That's cool. Clearly, I didn't see any of this stuff.
No,
right? Because I'm in the middle.
No.
Okay.
Your friends are looking into side chambers, and something has obviously caught both their eyes. But
I'm gonna glance back at Vagar, and then my brain goes thinking, "Damn, he would look good with both of these things, with this shield on him." Never mind.
Never mind.
Vagar, as you approach the bone pit, this one is not nearly as big as the last one. This is only maybe 15 to 20 feet across. There are still innumerable number of orc bones and skulls lying within it, but your sensing of evil remains. Nothing moves here, but perhaps some of the corpses are not entirely corpses, but nothing moves.
I'll just stand visual. I'm going to keep staring at it while they're spelunking and when they're ready to move, you know what I mean. I'll try to once I feel them moving up my flanks, then I'll traverse the the square. I'll go around the square.
Sure.
Just staring into it.
Sure.
I'll move into that position on the left-hand side.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna pop to the other side of the door,
Mm-hmm.
but still trying to stay hidden right here.
Oh yeah,
on
absolutely.
This side.
Gallo is hidden. You and your squire move around, and the tunnel continues to go down. There are raised platforms on either side of you, and you are walking down sort of like a valley. There is a ornate archway to the right and left, much like the arch that the door was built into where you entered. There's lots of bone and skulls carved into these archways to the left and right, and then the tunnel keeps going.
I'll bring the group back together then. We made it at least to the funnel, so we can walk together here. I'll consolidate them in the center of the tunnel before I move forward.
Okay.
And I will stick to that left side. In the tunnel you want us to meet?
Oh, no. You guys want to keep going up the sides? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that way we can protect your sides. If anything.
Yeah. So once I feel them up with me, then I'll keep moving.
Okay.
Carefully staying away from any place Vagard is telling us not to go. That's a bad area. Let's stick to over here. Out of the shadows, out of line of sight. Yeah.
I lost
Gallo, are you going to move up as well?
I lost Gallo. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop and just be like,
Yeah, he's gonna.
I can move you if it's not cooperating with you.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna move you.
Really
I'm gonna move you to a
cooperating.
mirrored version of.
Yeah. I'm basically
Silas.
every time that Vals moves up, he moves up.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
But he does it in such a way, like the TikToks, right, where like the ATF is issuing a no-knock warrant, like he just kind of, does the little like quick little flash of a light kind of thing. So you're like, oh, there he is.
And with your hide check, they don't even really see you, like from you.
Exactly.
I don't.
They know you're over there somewhere, but like you move from pillar to pillar quietly and silently, and within the shadows.
So do me a favor, Jeremy. Control my character moving forward with this intent.
Yep.
I guess until like I'm rolling a -3 for perception. So my goal is bait. I want, you know what I mean? Like I'm me and Jacques, and I'm actually going to stay side by side with him because I'm a little bit uneasy, which also is a tell to him that I trust him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More than I have. And
sure.
Even to the point where I think I'll put my hand on his shoulder sometimes to give him like, I need you right now to get me through this. But never tell anybody.
Yeah, and
every side entrance.
Had we you've been with Jacques for a little while now, and like when you left on the road the first time from Kingsgate, you had sort of what you would consider a scrawny boy that was given the duty to carry as much of all of your belongings or not. But now when you put your hand on his shoulder, like the kid has been through a lot, and he's been on the road for a long time, and he's not as small as he used to be. Like you can't help but put muscle mass on as you walk in the armor, as you days on the road through Sila Thalor the Great Wood, all the way back to the city, and just continuous training. And you can tell that like he's starting to shape up into a young man.
Jacques, I need you to know that I am proud of you. I didn't want you to go and take the oath before I left, but it pains me to have to say that I think you're ready, because I know that we're going to be apart as we kind of walk forward.
He sort of whispers under his breath, because he had an offer to serve the house from Riverwatch, with Lady. Let me get her name here quickly. Pardon me, Baroness Gwyn, or the Widow Gwyn, as she's known. And he was offered to serve in her house guard, and you kind of put a kibosh on that. But he's like, why would I want to be in Riverwatch when I could be here? And he gives you a sort of smirk.
Yeah, I'll squeeze his shoulder more, and put my hand down, get my sword out and shield out, and start moving forward.
As we move up to the next set of antechambers off to the edge, you guys can see bone pits in each of these, more orc bodies. Clearly, with every orc that was cut down at the retaking of Northgate, their bodies were not disposed of. They were brought here and left very obviously on display. If heroes of Northgate are buried somewhere down here, it's not in this area. This is to display the many orcs that perished that day as the retaking of the city happened.
Am I getting evil from the bone pits?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So really shitty dead people. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a set of stairs ahead, and as you reach them, you can see there's a lot to see here. So give me a moment to sort of walk through all this. You can see that there are multiple rise platforms as stairs sort of wedge up again and again to higher levels. And there are a number of things to take in here. So let's start with, where is it here? So a pair of alcoves ahead to your left and right come into view. And I'm going to move as you step up these steps. We can see them. Can we see them? I'm not sure. Yeah, you can just make them out. The air tastes sharp, dry, and metallic here. On the stone floor, a circle of salt and silver shavings have been carefully laid upon the stone tiles, both to the left and the right. The lines are precise, unbroken, and old, yet somehow they've stayed intact. Symbols have been traced into the circle's edge, scored deep enough to catch and hold the pale light of your torch. Floating just above the floor, within the boundary, are wraith-like creatures. Their forms are thin and distorted as though stretched between worlds. Tattered remnants of armor drift around them, like memories rather than metal. Their limbs fade into trailing wisps of shadow. A hollow face turns slowly, with its mouth open in a silent scream towards you. The wraiths do not touch the circle. Each time they drift too close, the salt darkens and the silver shavings tremble, forcing it back as if repelled by an unseen wall. A low, constant whisper fills this end of the chamber. Not words, but grief and resentment braided together. They watch you. Though bound and contained, their presence presses against your thoughts, cold and patient. Whatever they once were has been forgotten. They now only serve a purpose, and they have been waiting. Between the two wraiths is a large statue in silent judgment, carved from dark stone, veined with age and faint traces of gold. Morthane, god of the underworld and eternal guardian, towering and armored. Plates layered thick and severe, etched with symbols of oaths, death and passage. Again, just like the smaller versions, his helm bears no mouth, no lips to bargain with, no tongue to plead. There is only a single eye set deep within the visor, unblinking and eternal. However, in its grasp rests the seal key, a massive relic held across his body. a symbol of absolute authority. You sense instinctively that it could lock any door or bar entire worlds from one another. It looks very much like a large key, but looks like it could be wielded almost like a mace. And it does appear to be able to be removed from the statue's hands.
Does it resemble the weapon that I have? Because it has a key on the end of it.
The key appears very similar. Very much so. As you guys approach that presence that I talked about, that pushing, you all feel in your mind, and a voice, raspy and weak like a man, presses into all four of your minds. He remains guarded. He has not escaped.
I'll say the name Tegrum out loud.
The stain remains below. Another voice, a man's but slightly a different tone, perhaps the second wraith, says, "He has awakened. We would be released of our bonds if he had risen to the necropolis."
Why keep him here?
You don't see a third wraith, but you hear a third voice. "Our brothers sacrificed to form a barrier.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Was the first voice a female voice?
No, all three of these were male.
The key looks like it can be removed. Is there anything missing? Is there a weapon missing? Or is there a keyhole that I can see?
No.
And I'm going to look at just Gallo. Like, I think this lock is more of the riddle kind of lock. And I'm going to look and I'm going to hold my sword and I'm just going to show it to you off into the shadows, right? I'm just going to show my sword and kind of point it at that direction, but look in the shadows off to my right.
So the sword's pommel, Gallo, appears to be some sort of lock, some sort of key, rather, for a lock. It would have to be a fairly large lock, though, for the pommel to fit into. But it definitely has pieces and teeth like a key might. The seal key that's being held by the statue before you has a similar shape and size.
I'm trying to figure out, is this like a one-for-one swapsies thing that we got going on here, or what? You know, like...
I'll try to roll insight or a wisdom check, but it's not going to be too good.
Hang on.
I'm thinking.
Can I,
What are the corridors to the right?
Can I utilize...
That's what I'm thinking.
Can I utilize my open lock, or perhaps find disable lock skills as a way of kind of deciphering or trying to figure out or understand the next step that I should be taking?
I don't think so, but I'm not going to ask you for a roll, but clearly the seal lock that the statue of Morthane is holding, it's like, I want you to think of it like a scepter. So at one end it would have a symbol or a seal of Morthane on it, which is basically a gate, because he's commonly represented by a gate. And then the other end has a key that looks very similar in build and shape to what's on the pommel of Vhagar's sword. They aren't identical, but they seem too similar to not have been made for a similar purpose.
Let's find a lock, and then decide.
I think we need to. Let's explore the rooms to the side.
Yeah.
We've only heard three voices. We make an assumption it might be the first two, and then a third one from elsewhere, correct?
Yeah, so we'll go we'll go towards the Gallo side, and I'll kind of give a gesture for Gallo to kind of go in and off to the side.
Go in and poke around.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gallo's
the intent,
let's go to the Gallo side.
Gallo, I'm gonna
go in while he hides.
Yep.
Gallo, you move in through the archway, and there is another bone pit and another wraith sealed within salt and silver shavings. It looks at you, but it says nothing.
Like, so it at least acknowledges my presence.
Oh, it looks in your direction, even as well as you're hidden and moving about. Like, it can sense it can sense your heartbeat. It knows you're here.
Life. It could sense life.
And it looks, from its armor and its rags hanging over it, this one looks noticeably female.
It's the four fucking
nights.
Jesus.
The 4 nights.
Yup. Holy shit. Yup. Vhagar. They literally are still protecting this place.
And I'll look and be like, there's a lower level.
That's what Tegrum is.
Yeah. And Tegrum's risen.
And
I just hold the
Tegrum's risen, and they are protecting the city from Tegrum. He's still marked by the black goat. I think the goat still exists because of him.
Yeah, my
or at least some version of the goat.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I want to metagame the shit out of this right now, but I'm trying to justify it.
Go back outside, remove my curse, come back in, and get
I'm with you. I'm with you so much.
But I don't want to lose the initiative on this tunnel either. Let's go check the other side and see if there's an indication. And I'll look at Gallo, like we're looking for an indication of a lock or a lower level.
So I'm going to move you across. I'm going to move you across. There is a fourth wraith here. He looks male, from his armor and what's left of his body.
Okay, is there something missing? There's the skulls that can move. There's the key that can move. There's the missing eye and the eye sockets. And there are 4 tombs that can be opened.
No, one of the other rooms has the Dawn Blade, and the other one has the shield.
Has the shield, which
as
means
soon as I say to him, like, the what? What?
Yeah, no, like, that was the thing where I was going across the wall, and he said, I spotted a light, and inside there was the Dawn Blade, which was the one girl's sword, and then on the other side, he was saying that
I saw the
shield. He saw the shield.
So the other two artifacts from the other two knights would be in the subsequent chambers.
Yeah.
Thane Crest probably has the crown, and my assumption Corvin would have last to withdraw some sort of the flag, the banner, would be my assumption.
Or the loyalty.
That would be my assumption.
Loyalty.
I need to see this banner.
God, this is cool. Shit, let's go back to that. Let's go.
And I'm just gonna look at Silas and just be like,
I'm with you.
I'm worried about this banner.
I know you're not doing well, my friend, but I'm with you. Let's go. Come.
All right, we're gonna keep spelunking. I want to see the other 2 artifacts, but most importantly, I want to see if this banner and this is over the table, is the banner I saw in my dreams. That people saw in their dreams of me, like, conquering cities with.
Can we... The cavern extends backwards, right? It goes down.
You haven't
Can we
seen
exit
you haven't
down
seen
from-
anything that goes down yet.
No. I mean, from here, from like where.
Yeah,
this
you can go.
room
You can
is
go
with the
south.
wraith.
You can go south from here. So here,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm going to move it.
Yeah.
Just everybody, just stay with me here. So we're gonna
Yep.
we move down here
Okay, that's what I thought. Perfect.
and then around, and then we're back out where the bone pit is here, and then the shield chamber is right here.
I just want to know if there's a banner chamber and a crown chamber. Just looking at the symmetry of this place.
Yeah.
See, you know what I mean? Like,
So you can now, with Jacques over here, you can see to the right, there is a tunnel with 6 pillars, and
Over here.
there is an archway at the end with a crown over it.
okay.
But not the crown that the
Which
knight
one's the-
wore. It's clear, it's a crown, but it is not the crown the knight wore.
Oh, now I can take the skull and go into that room. Is it the crown of the king or the queen, based on
Yeah.
my knowledge?
You recognize it because your friend wears it. So this is the king's crown. That is
I'm like,
that's
we
carved.
can't go.
That's carved into
Yeah.
the lintel. So no doubt you would think King Takar's crypt is down there.
So bottom line, nobody can go in the other direction if that's the queen, right? So I look at Gallo like, that's an X. Only a priest. I'm guessing only a priest of that faith, right? Is that what you're?
Or, Vagon, to be clear, maybe you holding that skull, you can walk down there.
Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna
at least go towards the king.
But ideally, no. Let's not go down there. Probably death. I'm okay with life.
I'll go present myself in front of the king, and I'm gonna kneel.
Okay, so
And pray.
you're gonna start moving down the tunnel where the crown is carved,
Yeah.
or are we going
but
to the
before I
shield?
go,
We're not going to the shield yet.
I'm going to the crown.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you. You get to here, and you are right beneath the archway with the crown is right ahead of you. You're standing literally beneath it. It would be this where the walls pinch down here. There is an arch, and carved into the lintel on the
Yep.
top is the crown.
Okay. I'll kneel here and, speak to King Takar. I'll just take a knee. Your Majesty, I'm here on behalf of your grandson, protecting King's Gate. I think there's a great evil below this necropolis. You know what I mean? Because my wisdom's not high. I'm just assuming this is it. And I'm gonna look back over my shoulder to Silas and give him a nod and move forward.
Okay. So does the kid come with you with the torch?
As far as he can. I'm gonna go
Okay.
as far as I can get the light.
So these,
Because I know that roll 20 is weird about
yep.
the other rooms, but I'm assuming it pours in.
You guys watch as the two of them move down this corridor. Do you just watch until you can't see them anymore?
Vagon,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
that-
you should go that far.
I don't
No.
think that I'd survive going down that direction.
No, that's fair.
Vagon, you said your dues. I don't think you should go down that tunnel. I know. I don't think at minimum Jacques should go with. Based on those riddles.
I don't want Jacques to come with me. That's why.
Okay, then he
I
gets.
just you don't.
You're gonna take the torch.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you sure? You need. You're gonna be careful, right?"
Well, I just look at Silas. I'm like, are there any other answers?
I don't think we should go down. Let's go check the rooms first before you go down there. I don't think you should go down there right now. I think the queen and the king's crypts are probably a bad idea.
I hand Jock the torch, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay.
Okay.
Let's stay away from the left and right side here, because I think we just need to go below. We more than likely the veils are more cursed. I know how you feel about curses right now. Let's stay away from curses.
Okay.
Just let's go. Let's see the room with the shield.
Okay, so
then maybe we could find the one with the banner.
So we move into this chamber, and the shield leaned sort of on the altar, leaned against the wall. It is a large steel shield, and it looks like, just imagine like someone sat there with a mace or warhammer and pounded the shit out of this thing. It's slightly warped. It is dented all to hell, but it is intact. It's round, and it is the shield. It has sigils of protection and that around the edges, and it is the shield that is on the sarcophagi.
Obviously, we don't touch that.
I don't think so, but I also don't know. Did any of the this is going to be tough to tell, but on the sarcophagi themselves, were they engraved with kind of the figure themselves again?
Yeah, they were just carved. I don't want you to think of them like a three-dimensional relief or anything.
No.
They were just carved into the surface of the sarcophagi.
The reason why I asked, we've seen the 4 wraiths. Did any of the wraiths look like that? Did they look kind of like that figure that was carved?
The armor bared some resemblance, but the armor was tattered and torn and sort of floating about it, and yeah. And their faces were ghostly and wraith-like, and it's hard to tell. But I mean, I think you guys have made there's 3 male knights, 1 female. You found 3 wraiths that, by their armor and their structure, look male, and 1 that looks female. So I think you're drawing I'm just gonna say you're drawing a good comparison there.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the banner and the crown now.
Yes.
Just to see if there's yeah. So
if you go south out of this room, there are very small chambers here. You don't find either of those. If you go up the stairs here, you find another bone pit, and yes, you can sense evil here. There is definitely evil here.
Stay the fuck away from that.
Yeah.
Hard pass on that one.
So if we go to the mirrored side of this, you find the same. You see Dawnblade. Not the Dawnblade. Dawnblade would be its name. And it sits there, and then again, there are some small antechambers here, and then a set of stairs that rise to another bone pit. You do not find the crown, nor do you find the banner.
There's only 2 rooms to look. 2 rooms left.
I know that's what scares the shit out of me, man. All right, then you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
There's nothing wrong with caution. Allow me to be slow.
I know, man. I just...
Yeah, Gallo. I just like... I'll put 1 more bandage on to clear up a hit point.
Well, I thought you got cured by the clerics.
Oh, cured? No, they only cleared Jock.
No, they cured you as well.
Oh shit.
They cured. Yeah, you're good.
They had enough. Okay.
Gallo.
When you come to this side, you see a similar tunnel with 6 pillars leading to another archway as well. This archway does not have a crown over its lintel. This one, there's writing over the lintel that says Halls of the Honored.
This is where... Yup, this is where the Queen told us to come.
Oh.
If Taegrim's here, he's here. That's what she said.
Do any of the riddles reflect that? No, I'll just go in.
Yeah, I think I will follow Vagard
I
on
think we
this
can.
one.
Yeah, I think we're good here.
Okay.
I think we're okay on this. I don't trust that other tunnel.
I don't trust the DM being like, "All right, are you sure? All right, are you sure? There's a crown above it. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
Are we
Jeremy,
sure?
you gave us like 7 warnings.
Are we sure we're going down the hall?
My brain is at capacity for paranoia right now. Okay.
Are we sure we're going down this hall now? Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure we're going? Yes, this hall.
Yes,
Yes, this
yes,
one.
we're going down
Yes.
this hall to our death.
I would
Yes,
like
we're
you.
doing
I would
that.
like
Yes.
you to use.
100%.
I would like you to use Theater of the Mind right now because I could not find a map that was appropriate nor scaled properly. Just know that when you come down into the halls of the honored, like I want you to think like the Paris catacombs, just tunnels and tunnels upon dead bodies. But instead of being piled in pits like the orc bones and that, they have proper niches cut into the walls, and bodies are laid in station there. Broken ancient armor that has just corroded and given up to time, lying like soldiers, knights, but also lords and ladies reside in these niches in the walls, and it is a labyrinth of tunnels that you maneuver through. And then eventually you come to a chamber. It's no longer built with stone. This is a cavern. As you come into it, it is almost 50 feet across, and the ceiling is lower, like quite low at the edges. Just think like a dome. There is only one way into this, so you leave the halls of the honored and you come into a chamber like this, and you see that the center has cracked and fallen away into a great crevice. It doesn't look recent. It looks like it's been this way a very, very long time. There are markings on the walls that come from an age when men were far more primitive. Probably from when the barbarians roamed what is now Krullian. There is a very crude staircase cut into the crevice that spirals around the edge and descends into unknown depths. A phantom wraith-like creature, not like the other ones. This one seems, for lack of a better term, pathetic. It looks like a wisp, like a boy, like
Not even a full wraith.
yeah, and it just sort of hangs above that great opening, that great cavity into the earth. Oh, Guild Superior jumped in. Welcome, guys.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Welcome. You had a good show tonight. Hello.
It looks at you, and a voice, a very young voice, like Jacques' age, a boy. Hello? And it just sort of echoes here. and you get a sense of the depth beneath him.
Look, so this is over the table. This is what happens every time. I'm gonna keep talking, Silas, until you start talking.
You're the
You can't
charismatic
ignore.
one. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'll look down. Whoa, that's a long ways.
It is.
Who are you?
I am Tegrim the Lesser.
The Lesser?
Oh,
So this would be a
We
term reserved for like a bastard child.
but
Wait, is this
Tegrim
the
Lesser
Jon
is
Snow?
Tegrim the Lesser. Tegrim was Tegrim the Lesser. I swear you said he was Tegrim the Lesser.
No, there's Egard Tegrim, who we're trying to find, and this wraith says that he is Tegrim the Lesser.
Oh. You looking for Agar?
Father?
Yes.
Father is sealed below.
Oh. Aren't you supposed to be sealed?
No.
Do you watch over your father?
I watch over the ones who sealed him.
Oh. And
The 4 knights.
The 6.
The 6 knights that sealed him.
4 guard the king. 6 seal in my father's fate.
I'm just gonna look over to
So there's
Silas.
10 in total?
Are they like you? The 6?
No. They are bound in ice and rime.
I'm gonna present the sword. Do you remember this?
You hear a gasp and it rushes at you just for a moment, like a child coming to get a gift, and then stops in front of the blade. The blade that was lost. Father put it on a ship before he... Well, he put it on a ship.
Is there somewhere to put this blade?
Before.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was really hoping there was. Okay.
Did your father ever tell you stories of the blade? Did he ever mention it opening something?
He left it aboard the North Kiss.
I'm familiar with it.
The Kiss was condemned. They sunk her in Wyvern Moor's harbor. But something rose with the tide. Water, swollen, hollow-eyed. One was found drowned. The fishermen, they were too close when he came.
Your father.
He rose. Lungs heavy with brine. He did not linger on the coast. He told me he walked for many days north, unceasing, until he reached the walls of Northgate.
What was he trying to get to?
Home. But the thing that came home was not father. Animals were found skinned, yet uncut. Homes were entered without force. Victims were discovered dry as dust, yet drowned from within. Children spoke of a weeping knight who smelled of the seas, who walked the alleys of Kingsgate. The city watch failed. The clerics argued, and records quietly disappeared.
Did you see your father?
He lifts his head at that point, and you see a grievous wound cut across his neck and shoulder. That is when the six found him and sealed him below. The six arrived without heraldry or prayer bells. I watched as they walked him through the upper halls. They had hunted his revenant form down and brought him beneath the city to catacombs older than Northgate itself. They fought a great battle against him. They shattered stones and wards alike. 6 paladins. They could not slay the creature. It could not be broken. In the final struggle, a piece of my father was severed. What it was, no record agrees. Bone, flesh, relic, or something worse. That fragment was torn free at a terrible cost, but it weakened the thing that was my father, for binding rights to take hold. The paladins sealed what remained of Edgar into the tomb below, next to the barbarian king, giving their lives one by one to anchor the wards. When the last oath was spoken, the screaming ceased. The severed piece was carried away under heavy guard to an abbey, where it was locked within a holy vault. The monks there were sworn to eternal vigilance, their charge unnamed even in prayer. By decree of crown and church, Takar II removed all mention of these events. The paladins' names were struck from rolls, maps were altered, the tomb beneath Northgate was left unmarked, but I knew father lay within. Northgate has endured.
Vhagar. The goat was supposed to be dead, Vhagar. Whatever the thing was at the Abbey, there's a reason why, to the north, it exists the way it does now. Why would the presence of the goat exist the way it does in the north? Whatever the thing is at the Abbey that the boy mentioned, it escaped. It's in the north.
I'm pointing at your eye. That was protected in the Abbey.
No, this was protected in the temple to the south. They wanted me to put it there. I said no. Something tells me I said the right choice. No offense to the Abbey, but I do not think they were capable of guarding it.
What do you make of these rocks, Gallo? Do we go? Do we go below, or do we move
I don't
up?
think we go below right now.
They said that it was.
I don't think we're in.
I thought I heard it's not sealed anymore. He can't come to the necropolis. Like, so whatever it is down there is on its way up. That's what
Is that what he said?
Like they said,
The little boy's ghost says, the barrier is sealed, but something stirs within.
Why? Why does something stir? Has it been kept quiet all these years until recently?
is something trying to unseal it? That's a yes.
Oh, were you asking me that?
Yeah, I was asking
yeah.
the ghost, is someone trying to unseal it? Is that what's stirring? Is it something foreign or something that belongs there?
The little ghost boy doesn't say anything to you, and but I'll say that Jacques speaks up, and he says to the boy, "Is something digging down there?"
Oh,
It's the goddamn
no.
fucking snake. Fuck this shit.
Wait, so
Holy
the orcs
fuck.
are digging.
The thing in the Abbey got out. It made a fucking army in the north, and now they're making their way fucking to Northgate, fucking Kingsgate, Northgate, whatever you want to call it. Fuck this entire city. Burn it alive. You know what? The fire plague should have killed it, everybody up there. Jesus.
I love that.
No
I love
strong
that Silas just melting down.
Well, because Silas is putting, and Silas and Mo, hi, by the way, is putting everything together, and I think we're both having the same reaction. This is where fiction meets reality. This is what's going along right now. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
So we gotta go. Okay. We gotta go alert. We gotta go alert the king.
This is fine.
Hello.
This is fine here. This is all fine.
Gallo,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you did not sign up for this, and I mean, I'm sure there's a hefty reward by the Queen, if that interests you. A very hefty reward, I'm sure.
I'll give him my whole allotment of Electrum that I received since I'm on.
I'll toss in mine if you want to stick around for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I hear you could trade it in for some gold.
Yeah, whoever told you that has lied to you. Nobody accepts that currency.
But
It's
wait,
like running around saying, "I've got $50 in $2 bills." Like everybody's like, "Oh, good for you." Nobody wants it.
In world lore, when they found Electrum before, I'm like, this is an old currency that no one uses anymore. It was like around during the age of King Takar, the first King Takar, that like it's not used anymore, but it still has value.
yeah, as cool as those the shield and the sword are that are sitting there, it's not. I'm honor bound by not touching those. So we go out.
With your dwarven stone cunning, it's faint, but Gallo, since you've been standing here listening to this boy talk, every so often at the top of this crevice that you're looking down, you feel the slightest of quakes through the stone.
Well, that's not good.
What?
You don't feel that.
No. What do you feel?
Small, minor quakes.
All right.
Vanguard.
Tactical me. Yeah. Tactical me wants to have you and Jacques or Gallo run out of here and grab every Kingsguard that you can find and hold this fissure. Because somebody's got to come up and out of this thing. This is the best possible ground to be sitting on. You know what I mean? If there's going to be, but I want to keep eyes on this spot until I'm relieved.
let's figure out a place we can wrap here tonight. So, like, do you want to wrap by putting a guard in place, or you tell me?
Yeah, I want to establish security like on this fissure, and then the next move would be to continue going towards it
Down.
right. But right now, right, like this feels like the best spot to stop orcs coming up, where it's not too late, right? Like so, I would pull the dudes. Yeah, I would want some guards on here, but while we talk to King Takar to figure out what our way forward is.
Before we go, can I ask Tegrum the Lesser, when did you come here? And why?
When they bound Father's body below the wards beneath, my body, my mother's body, my siblings' bodies were interred in the holes, and he points past you to the holes you just came through. It's difficult to meet your end from your father's hand. I will remain to watch what happens to his body. I feel bound to it.
None of you can rest then, as long as that thing lives.
Mother rests. They all rest. I don't know why I'm alone.
Can I try to turn him?
Absolutely. I won't even make you roll. You hold up your holy symbol and push forward, and he screeches and flees into the depths of the crevice.
Oh, my intent was to make his soul pass.
Oh,
That's
to
not
like
what
push
that
him
does.
over? I don't know if you're high enough. You can do that when you reach a certain level, like where you can just destroy him.
I wouldn't want to harm him. I don't want to harm him any worse.
You know
so
what?
I'll wait for-
I like. We'll rule a cool that. I like where you're going with that. So yeah, totally. You essentially push him over with your turning, and he fades in front of you. And there's sort of a sigh, and then he's gone.
I know that was a really good source of intel, but like, I don't think we can stand for that.
Needs to rest. I think we should do his job. We should finish the job. That thing needs to die. Permanently. And the goat with it. She has brought nothing but curse and plague upon the land. And if you don't believe me, ask the people in the Abbey.
I see two things happening. There's an incredible force, some sort of witch just attacked. It is moving towards the castle, and the orcs are coming up. So we got to make a choice, right? We're going to get pinched. We got to let Takar know. We got to set up an encampment on this fissure, just to at least stare down. We don't let anybody go any farther. We inform them about the wraiths. We teach them how to make it to here. We set up X amount of guards. And then we heighten the security of the bastion. We rest until we move set into the fissure.
And we find you a way to remove your curse. Yes.
Hopefully Her Majesty can bonk me of that one. She's pretty high cleric. And oh, by the way, in Gallows there as well, is she the second woman in the prophecy? I was asking you. There's supposed to be a good one and a bad one.
There's supposed to be one that was given by the oracle that seems to be fake, but not the true prophecy. The true prophecy spoke of 2 women.
That's what I'm saying. Is our queen one of them? Have you seen someone so powerful?
I don't know.
She's the most powerful woman that you know what I mean? That we've. So I categorize.
She has a connection. She has a connection with the nameless hero. That's all I know. I think for now, let's head back. We know how to get here.
Yeah.
So
We'd love for you to stick around.
let's say that the three of you move out. Gallo is still maybe undecided. You move out. Vagard, it's informed to the king what where you've been, what you've seen, and a garrison of Kingsguard are brought into the halls here, the halls of the honored, and they set up essentially an overwatch above Tegrim's vault, and then we can jump back in next time with what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do next?
Which is
yeah, go ahead.
curse.
Yeah. If anybody would like to enter, we do have some gift cards to give away we have some gift cards to give away for Trollord Games, $10, and you can use those to buy you can put that towards a PDF on the Trollord Games website, their web store. If you haven't entered, I believe that you just need to be !enter, and I think that's enough to get you in. There you go. That's what you need to do. ! !enter, and that will get you your ticket, and we'll do that draw here in a second. What do you guys have? What do you guys have coming up?
Let's see. Kurt, got anything going on this week? Next
no,
week?
Monday I'll be back to my regular streaming schedule.
Right.
After Page, I kind of took this week to kind of like reset and recalibrate and whatnot, and then I'll be back to my regular afternoon painting and stuff like that or whatnot schedule next week.
Okay.
Very cool. Very cool. And we're back in 2 weeks for this.
Yep.
February 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we may have another player to introduce to everybody, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna close the giveaway here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll draw a winner and draw a winner, and there we go. Our 2 winners.
That worked out. That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. Watch if Draxter won, and is it Tux? Watch your inbox on Twitch, and we will send you the code for that. I'm just going to take down some notes here of who we're sending those to. Tim, do you want to rate us out?
I always mess this up, but yeah, absolutely. We've got Red Wizards Rise on Sunday as well, where they get to do a dungeon crawl after a little bit of a long role play, so it should be fun.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then I'm gonna take Retribution on Jeremy next Wednesday.
I accept it. I accept it.
it.
I accept it. I knew it was coming.
Oh, just like
Harsh and swift vengeance.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Furious anger. Okay.
Darling's up and running. Everybody stay on. We will /raid.
Yeah.
Is it at Darling? At Darling?
Yeah.
Creep Show?
Should be.
I think it's. Yeah, I think you have to put the ad in.
Inval.
We'll find out one way or another.
/raid.
Try it without the ad. The ad.
Creep Show. And we're off. Okay.
There we go.
All right, guys. We'll punch this thing in 7 seconds. We'll get out of here.
Yep.
Miss you. Love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Asken ifra hem